Hello students, today we will be going over 13.1, Sequence Basics. This should be on the back side of your brown paper, or it might also be a yellow paper. I think it's brown though. It says, our objective, I can write recursive and explicit formulas for sequences, vocabulary and notation. Sequence is a list of numbers or objects that changes according to some sort of pattern. Each item, a position and location, each item is identified by its position in the sequence, which is represented by the variable n. In the first example, 3 is in position n equals 1. In the second example, 16 is in position n equals 1. So it's whatever's the first term in the sequence. Each item is called a term. Terms are represented by A with a subscript number, indicating the location in the sequence. In the first example, A1 equals 3, and A1 in the second example equals 16. Sequence notation: A1 equals the first term, AN equals the nth term in the nth position. A to the n minus 1 is the term before the nth term. So we complete this if n equals 7. If n equals 7, this would be A to the 7th. Then if it's n plus 1, it would be A to the 8th. N plus 2, A to the 9th. Now, if I say n minus 1, what's 7 minus 1? 6. And then n minus 2. Okay. So again, the first term in a sequence is in general A1. So let's go ahead and do number 1. A1 is 5. A2 is A1 plus 7. So the sequence begins at 5 and adds 7 each time. So we start 5, add 7 is 12, add 7 to that, 19, add 7 to that is 26, add 7 to that, 33, comma, dot, dot, dot. Okay. Then I'm going to jump to number 4. A1 is 7, A2 is A1 minus 3. See how it's dependent on what A1 is. So the sequence begins at 7. Let's make sure you can see this okay. And does what? Subtract 3 each time. So when I write it down, it starts at 7. If I subtract 3, I get 4. I don't know if you can see that. If you subtract 3 from that, you get 1. Subtract 3, negative 2. Subtract 3, negative 5. Okay, so there you go, 1 and 4. Go ahead and finish this page, and we'll go on to the next page. Number 9 on the next page. Page 267. We have 5, 11, 14, and so forth. Okay. So A1 is just the first number in the term. D, are we adding or multiplying something each time? Here, let's see, 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 3 is 11, plus 3 is 14. So D is 3. Now, if it had been subtract, then this would be a negative number. Okay? Now, I know you can't see that other part so well, so I'm going to move this over now. Now I say it's negative 1, 1/2, 2, and I can tell if I multiply by a negative number.
Pardon the interruption, but will all students who are participating in the all-day chalk art festival please make your way to the auditorium at this time? Again, all students who are participating in the all-day chalk art festival, please make your way to the auditorium right now. Thank you.
Okay, so to get to negative 1 to 0 is 1 and then 1/2. So I'm adding 3 halves each time. And then the way to do that would be I take the second A2 minus A1. So if I go a half minus -1, I get 3 halves. And then if I add 3 halves, I get 2. And if I add 3 halves to that, I get 7 halves. So the first number is -1. And what do I do each time? I add 3 halves. D is 3 halves. So I don't need to put the plus sign. It just means it's positive. Okay? And that's all we have to do each time on this. You can do the rest, students. You rock.